everyone and welcome. I'm here today with my fourth layout for the month of June for Kitaholic Kits. Now I did actually spy a sketch from this month's page maps email that I got sent and it caught my eye. I haven't followed it exactly, but I've taken inspiration from it definitely. And it had all these squares down the side, so that's what I decided to do. So I cut off some strips from all the leftover bits that are sitting on my desk. You see, there was no full sheets of patterned paper left at all, and so I had to be quite creative with how I made this layout. So I cut out these squares, they're about 2 inches square, and then I rearranged them, tried to balance out the colours, and then, because I am slightly anal, I like things to be exact, I did get my T-square ruler out and measure it so that they're spaced evenly. The top and bottom are 3/4 of an inch from the edge of the page, and then there's, hopefully equal amount of space between each other square. I did kind of mess the squares up there, and I hope I got them back in the same order. Too bad if I didn't. I actually was quite happy with how it finished up, so it was quite a quick and easy way really to make a background. There's no mixed media on this layout at all. I did actually try and start a mixed media layout twice. And those pieces of cardstock with my mixed media on are chucked on the floor, waiting to be maybe used later. I'm using some really tiny photos of myself. 3 of them. This one, which one of the students in my class one day said, "Miss Smith, can we have a photo?" I think they were doing some scrapbooking. I've got a few girls that now like to scrapbook when they have free time in class. I took some patterned paper in, and so they wanted a photo of me. So one of them took it on their iPad and sent it to me to be printed off, and they made something with that. And I thought, oh, I'll use that photo as well. And then there's 2 more. One from the Kitaholics International Scrapbooking Day, I think, that black and white one. And the other one from when I was away last school holidays with a group of girlfriends and I was taking some selfies down by the river in Mandurah. So they're just little tiny photos of me, but I thought they went quite well with the colours of this layout, and I just felt like scrapping them. I pulled in the doily to give me a spot to place the 2 photos on the right there, and I'm just using some of the offcuts that I had sitting on my desk to add some layers behind the photos as well. I'm going to pull out a frame just like that to also add another layout, and I chop it so that I can put it around both photos. I've positioned them this way mainly because that top one in the left hand corner, I'm looking into the page by placing it up there, and the 2 on the right hand side, I'm looking in the opposite direction. And I try to put my photos where the person or people in the photos are looking into the layout rather than looking out of the layout. And so that's why I've got that one at the top, plus with it going the landscape direction rather than the portrait direction like the other 2, it just suits it to be separated. And then I decided to make a tag, just to, I don't know, kind of ground that doily, connect it to the squares, and it was a bit too pale. It blended in with the background a little bit too much, so I matted it with the orange just to give it a bit more definition, and I was a lot happier with it then. And then I just thought, right, stick it down and let's build from here. I often do that, place it and then work. Sometimes it does work, and other times I think, oh, I wish I hadn't have glued it down. But it's just how I roll. I can't place it all out and then go back and glue it. It just doesn't work for me. This was in the embellishment kit, I think. One of the kits anyway. Pack of Dear Lizzie words. And they were either gold or this like white sparkly, and it was too pale for the layout. So I first thought, oh, I'll make like an orange out of the sprays from the mixed media kit. But it was a little bit too bright. So I added a bit of gesso and it came that nice coral colour that you saw I added to it. So just to change it up a little bit and make it more tone in with my layout, and so you can see it at the bottom of the page there. Also you can see on the left of the screen I emptied out the exclusive die cuts that came in the main kit and also the other die cuts from the range that we're using. What is this range? It's another Dear Lizzie range. Anyway, there are all the die cuts and I was going through them. Plus there you can see some of the butterflies I cut out of a page in the last video. And I've fussy cut them out and I'm just layering. I'm looking through them all and just adding and building as I'm going. This is where you can see one of those times where it probably would have been better if I hadn't have already stuck that pink butterfly down. But, oh well, that's how it goes. I got it in there eventually. This little heart, circle, I wanted to use it and I put it here, but it does fade into the pattern paper a little bit too much. Later, and I think I forgot to film it, it just suddenly appears, on one of the die cuts, it's a greenish circle, and I pull that butterfly circle off and stick it on to the little circle die cut, and it just makes it, gives it a white background and it makes it so you can see it a lot better. I'm just using some of the wood veneer to add to each of these areas, and I'm just building and pulling out pieces from the die cuts and adding them in, like that bird. Oh, there's nothing to do with the page, but I liked how it sat under the word. And I wanted the title to say, Celebrate the Everyday. Because that's what this is. There's nothing special about these photos. It's just photos taken as part of my everyday life. And so that's what I wanted to do. You may have saw earlier I pulled out the blue stickers from the Doodlebug sheet, but they were just too bright, so I ended up finishing it with pen, add some journaling, did a doodly background, and really that's the whole layout. Oh no, I tell a lie, I added some sequins as well, and that's how I finish off the layout. So quite a different one for me. No mixed media backgrounds, a lot of pattern paper, but lots of layering, which I do like to do. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Maybe you want to go and give it a go yourself too and follow the same idea. Until next time, take care. Don't forget to pop on over to Kitaholic Kits, subscribe to their website or their YouTube channel. You can always pop over to mine and subscribe there too if you like. But anyway, I'll be back soon with the July kits. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.